You ever stumble across something online and just sit there thinking, wait, how has this been happening the whole time? Yeah, that was me a few months ago. We all know digital assets are valuable. Domains? Obvious. Crypto? Loud. AI tools? Everywhere. But usernames? Clean, short, brandable handles. They've been quietly trading for real money for years, and almost nobody talks about it publicly. Today, I want to show you something called Username Underground and why it completely changed the way I look at digital identity. Let's start simple. Most people think usernames are random. You sign up for a platform, type something in, add a few numbers because it's taken, and move on. But here's what most people don't realize. There's structure behind which names are valuable. There's scarcity. There are demand tiers. There's liquidity. There are private marketplaces. This isn't guessing. It's a system. And that's exactly what Username Underground teaches. It breaks down how online usernames function as digital assets, how they're sourced, how they're valued, how they're positioned, and how they're sold. Not with hype, not with get-rich-quick energy, just structure. Inside the training, called the Complete Grey Market Handbook, you see what's actually happening behind the curtain. Why are some names worth nothing while others quietly sell for serious money? It comes down to identity psychology. Short names, one-word names, brandable phrases, clean aesthetics. The kind of handles businesses, creators, and brands actually want. And here's the part that grabbed me. Scarcity is increasing. Platforms are growing, new businesses launch every day, personal branding is becoming more important, but the supply of clean digital identities, fixed. That dynamic alone should make you think. Now, let me be clear, this isn't technical. You don't need coding, you don't need insider access, you don't need complicated setups. Username Underground is built for beginners. It gives you a clear step-by-step sourcing framework, a tier-based identity pricing model, real marketplace breakdowns, and a companion webinar that walks through it visually. It's execution-focused. Because the truth is, most beginners misunderstand this space completely. They either undervalue names or chase random ones with no demand logic. This training shows you how to think in tiers. Which names have liquidity? Which names are brand positionable? Which names command premium multiples and why? Let me ask you something. When was the last time you saw something online that actually felt new? Not recycled, not exaggerated, not promising overnight millions, just genuinely interesting. That's why I wanted to share this, because most people chase opportunities after they're obvious. By then, the easy positioning is gone. But username markets? They've been quietly operating for years. And once you understand how they work, you start noticing things everywhere. You scroll past handles differently. You evaluate names differently. You see digital identity differently. Worst case, you learn something fascinating about how the internet really works behind the scenes. Best case, you spot an overlooked digital asset category early, while most people are still ignoring it. Some insights are simply better discovered early. If that kind of thing interests you, if you like understanding shifts before the crowd, then Username Underground is absolutely worth looking into. I'll leave the details below so you can explore it yourself. No pressure, just perspective. And honestly, even if you never buy a single username, you'll never look at them the same way again. I'll see you in the next video.